Welcome back. Procrastination is a killer, for me at least, and maybe for lots of you. Procrastination, I don't know, why do we procrastinate? Because it's easy to do nothing, or it's easier to do nothing than to do something in most cases. And that's really what this book is all about, which is this week's book, The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. Mel has a very interesting sort of, history or background. I'm not sure how old she is now, but she speaks in her introduction about her background, and she was on the brink of bankruptcy before she changed her life around and became, I wouldn't say a celebrity, but obviously she's been on television, she's written books, she has a massive following on YouTube and social media. But she came from nothing. I think her and her husband and her family ran a restaurant. That was their job, but the restaurant went bankrupt and they were losing their house. Yeah, so has a very interesting background, and she has come from a normal life like you and me. So if Mel can do it, anyone can do it, I suppose. And she just took, in this book, Mel admits herself, she's come up with this idea. She came up with this thought, this kind of like a thought experiment of what she can do to stop herself from doing nothing, from taking the easy option. And she created this 5-second rule. The 5-second rule. You want to do something, or you need to take action, but your body and your mind is saying, nah. You count backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you do it. You don't allow your body or your mind to procrastinate. You just, when you feel it, when you feel that you're likely to procrastinate, or you're likely to do nothing rather than something, deep breath, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. That's the rule, imagine how simple that is as a rule. As an idea, it's not a difficult rule or a difficult technique to come up with, to invent. I imagine Mel Robbins was not the first person in the world to do that. She was just the first person to put it into a book, into media, and to write about it and talk about it and turn it into a business. So she's done really well for herself. The 5-second rule for me, I am a procrastinator, but particularly I want to talk about getting out of bed in the morning. Especially, when I'm recording this, it's January. It's cold, it's miserable, it's dark. My alarm goes off in the morning at 6 a.m. If it was July, August, September, at 6 a.m, the sun is up, the birds are chirping. I've usually got the windows open during the night. Cool breeze might be flowing in. And getting up at 6 a.m. in the summertime is a delightful thing to do. It's a wonderful thing to do. In January, not quite so much. And I have to admit, when the alarm goes off, I want to reach for the snooze button. I want to just snooze, snooze, snooze. I have been known in the past just to keep hitting snooze until you see daylight, and then, okay, now I've got to get up. But that's half your day gone. So now, if it's a working day, not at the weekends, if it's a working day, the alarm goes off, I might hit snooze, but as I'm hitting snooze, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I literally force myself at that point to put my feet on the ground. I'm out of bed. There's no going back once my feet have touched the ground. So I'm out of bed and I'm ready to start the day. It might be miserable and cold and rainy and windy, but I'm up. And that's the delight for me. I think, that's the one thing. It's a rule or an idea that you can use for every part of your life. That's where I benefit from the 5-second rule most, I think. On a work day, when I've got to get up at 6 o'clock, and I don't want to get up at 6 o'clock. Who wants to get up at 6 o'clock? Some people. Saying that though, I did read this book, The 5 a.m. Club. I'm not getting up at 5 a.m. I'm sorry. That is never gonna happen. I'm never getting up at 5 a.m. 6 o'clock is my limit. So the 5-second rule, it's a simple idea. It's something we can all incorporate into our lives. If there is something that you're constantly procrastinating about, give yourself a 5-second countdown and then just do it. Don't wait to start feeling these emotions of, oh, maybe not. Don't. If it's something you feel that you want to do or you must do, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. Do it. I find it easier to say the words out loud. I do the countdown out loud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. Count down in your head if you want to, but I find it better to speak out loud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet on the ground. I'm out of bed. And there's no going back. I'm up. Yeah. Into the shower, brush my teeth, get dressed, breakfast, walk the dog, start work. That's my routine. Okay. All I can say is thank God for weekends when there is no alarm. There is no alarm, so I don't have to, hit the snooze button or count down at the weekend. Usually I wake up at the weekend when it's daylight, when the sun comes out. Anyway, I highly recommend the book, The 5-Second Rule. Do you know what? You don't need to buy the book. I've told you what the 5-second rule is. There's lots of there's lots more to the book. There's lots of science, blah, 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 etc. But the 5-second rule is that whenever you feel yourself procrastinating, you allow yourself 5 seconds, something to do with your brain. The 5 seconds that you count, it doesn't allow your brain to activate certain areas that allow you to procrastinate or not take action. Then do it anyway. Job done. Okay, if you want to, buy the book. If not, just implement the 5-second rule. Loads of great videos. She's done lots of stuff on YouTube. Yeah, so if you don't want the book, watch a video. Bye.